Hey, what's going on? It's Joey from the Hitting Performance Lab. What's going on, Mr. Charles? This is your sprint evaluation, your first video of many. We're going to talk about just your initial sprint mechanics, see if we can maybe change a couple things in your setup. Not too crazy in this one, but we got some drills that you're going to be doing, so we're going to see these change, see your mechanics change quite a bit probably over the next month or two. So let's take a look. Initial setup. Now we're square with both feet. What I would like to see is maybe open up this front foot a little bit and maybe even drop this foot back slightly, maybe an inch back, just to give you a little bit more room to open up and use your false start to get your chest out over your feet. So maybe open that up a little bit, and I want to see you change your arms where instead of you have this one up ready to go and you have this one behind you, I want to see you drop this one down and just kind of relax this one on this back hip. Almost similar to Emilio Bonifacio when he is set up here. Now, what you might think is having this arm in front and ready to go, because what it has to do is it has to come up right away because this leg is in front of us. You know how our body works. You got your right leg forward, your left arm has to come forward. Your pelvis and your shoulders rotate opposite each other. You don't go right arm forward, right leg forward. It's the opposite. So, but it's all about timing too, and you want to give your body some timing to where you're going to allow this right arm, like Bonifacio, to come up here to get your, because all what has to happen is we've got to get your mass coming out over your legs, out your chest out over your legs, and in the meantime we can't disrupt that timing. And if you're too short here, then you're going to disrupt that timing. So I want to see you drape this hand down, your right arm down, and just rest this hand on your back hip, on your left hip, just like here with Bonifacio. Bonifacio is one of the fastest, or the best base stealers right now in the game, and if he does it this way, then you're definitely going to mirror him in what he's doing. And I've also found with Anthony too that this has really helped him improve his times without even being in the weight room, but just mechanically. So let's open up this front foot a little bit, change your arms, get your right arm down here, left hand, put it, just kind of rest it on your back hip, on your left hip there, just like Bonifacio is doing. And out of the blocks, that looks pretty good there. Now as we get going, you're going to see that hand lag a little bit, that left arm, because it is in that short position and it's not really knowing what to do. So then what will happen is, as you go to get that back leg through, you're trying to get your chest out over your feet. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to get you to slide back, similar to Bonifacio, which you'll see is when he takes his false step. Let's see, where is it? He really slides. Oops, going the wrong way. He really slides that foot back, and as that foot hits the ground, I don't have like super frame by frame, but you can see the difference in from here to here, here to here. You can really see him slide that foot back, and this is what we're going to be working on. So I don't expect you to work on all this, the rest of this, just your setup, just opening the front foot up and changing your hands up. But what we're going to be working on is getting to where that false step, we're going to slide it a little bit more to allow us to get our weight and use some and unweight our body to get it going forward, much like a sprinter does in the blocks. Obviously we can't get in the blocks because we'll probably get thrown out as we're leading off the base, but we're going to work on better arm action here out of the block. Arm action's everything to get our chest going forward. We actually have pretty good alignment with our hips and our head. Okay, looking for this here. That was one thing Anthony was weak on in the beginning, was his hips and head alignment. So there, we're actually looking decent. And I know a lot of the core stuff will help, the core strength, the planks and the rotating planks, and creating that tension there in the core. So head looks good. You keep that alignment even through your running. Now as we get into a full stride, let's see, right when our foot touches. So what we want is we want to try and get this foot behind us more, to where we're pushing behind. In the beginning it's going to be tough because we don't start out of the blocks, but we're trying to see, I want to see if we can get this foot slid a little bit farther back, and then what'll happen is we should start off with more, with our weight, our chest over our hips a little bit more, and our foot kind of behind our butt. And then as we get going, we start accelerating, you're going to notice that our touchdown, which is right here, which is out in front of your hip, is going to slowly move more towards under your butt. So the wall drill, we try and push it down and do our leg ups, our knee ups, that's going to help with you providing pressure or force behind you so that we can propel forward a little bit better. Now knees, definitely we can get those up a little bit, and we're going to work on that. As we work through these mechanics, see, even with your arm action, as you get going, it's kind of restricted. So we're definitely gonna work on that. But other than that, man, looks a little better. We're a little farther off than Anthony. Anthony had some mobility and stability issues that we needed to work on, quite a few compared to you, and I know we have our stuff we're working on. But as those get better, your form's going to get better, and the different sprint drills that we're going to be doing will help with a lot of this. So we're not too far behind, but we're going to get there, brother. So keep up the good work, and we'll see you in the next one.